Hello.
Good morning, everybody.
We've got our tea here. It's a beautiful New Mexico sunny
man,
day.
I'm telling you, doesn't get much better than this. My goodness, I think if you finally sat down and gave me a haircut, I might gain a little more respectability.
Michael, you'll never get respect from me. That's an impression of his mom.
Oh yeah. It just kind of resonates right here.
Oh yeah, just kind of. Michael.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard that a lot.
He knows when I use that tone.
Oh yeah.
He's in
Mom. Oh, wait a minute.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
We would like to do a quick special shout out to Andrew.
Yep. And we're going to adopt you. Can't have too many kids.
That's just a given.
Yes.
That's just a given.
Those of us coming out of the cult, we know what it's like. You lose your friends and your family, and your whole foundation is pulled out from under you. And you just, at least Mike and I felt so devastated and lost. And if it wasn't for the XJW community, and all of our new friends and family, I don't know what we would have done.
And it's a terrible thing when you're in a cult like Watchtower, Bible Tract Society, Jehovah's Witnesses, because you're taught, you can't have any associates outside of this organization because, bad associations will spoil useful habits. And then one day you wake up and realize, oh my God, I don't even have any friends in the world. I don't have any friends in Watchtower because they're all shunning me. We know the pain. We know the feelings of a loss. And so, Andrew,
big hug to you, sweetie.
Big hug. Big old mountain man hug from me. And hell, we love you, Andrew. Yes. We honestly do.
And I think everybody needs an eccentric aunt and uncle. So, we'll adopt all of you.
But before we get going, this video is specifically designed for the intelligent Jehovah's Witness. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, hey, we got a couple more shout-outs.
Yes. We want to thank Emily for sending us this letter. And we will get into that in a minute. And we just want to mention, that if it wasn't for all of you who send us, your research and all this information, Duke, he sends us a lot of information, and Deep Throat and Unknown Apostate for all your research and everything. And
Atlantis in Nevada. Thanks to Duke, we have a name for all the information and all the CDs that you sent us. Okay? Duke has affectionately called this the Beast. But Kim and I are going to add to that, Duke. We hope you don't mind. This is the Beast that's ascending out of the abyss that's going to bite Watchtower right on the backside.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But if it wasn't for all of you sending stuff, there would not be a Watchtower.exposed website, because everybody helps. And, we just don't have the time to go researching for all of this. So
not at this point. I mean, we've really put ourselves in a position to reach out and help people, which really takes away from the time that we would like to spend researching and everything else. But the important thing is that we're helping people. We are having an effect. And in fact,
I think, love helping all of our brothers and sisters, because we know, we understand what it's like.
And friends, it's not just the Watchtower information that you're sending us. It's also the private correspondences and experiences that we're able to share with the world. Because not only does it help wake up our brothers and sisters that are still stuck inside of Watchtower, it's also alerting those that are studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're stopping their studies.
Jehovah's Witnesses, do you often wonder, why does a Bible study seem to be going along so well, and then all of a sudden they stop? Well, I think we might possibly have one of the answers for
Yeah.
you.
Why are your Bible studies dropping like flies? Why are your kingdom halls having empty seats during your memorial season?
And what's interesting is these Bible students that stop studying are being shunned just as the same as if
Oh
they
yeah.
were a baptized witness
Yeah.
that turned apostate. That's what is,
That's what's
you're
so
burning
funny.
your bridges for them to ever
Both
study
ends.
again.
Yeah. Just so that we can establish a fact, Jehovah's Witnesses.
We get these kind of emails all the time,
In,
and we love getting these type of emails.
yeah. In fact, didn't you want to do one, a shout out or a for Rochelle in her video, because she was also a student that stopped, right?
Yes, Rochelle, and if you haven't seen her story, we actually did one. It's called the Salem Witch Trials. And so just go back to the beginning of this new channel and you'll see Rochelle's story and also Kelly's story. I just finally got that older video uploaded to our new channel also. She was studying and has an autistic son. And because of the way she was treated, she stopped studying. So that's
Yeah.
two right there. And then this
Here's the
email
third
right
one
here
of
that we just got
yeah.
this week.
This very week. It says, hi guys, shooting you another email. So today I built up the courage to call my Bible instructor / friend and told him I did not want to study anymore or go to the meetings. He asked me why, and I told him that I no longer believe in what the organization taught. I was brought to tears when I was talking with him. I really love all those people, and I typed this email. I feel so much pain. I feel sad and think about what I've done. But I know deep down, I know this is right. I am going through withdrawals of their teachings and everything it comes with. I don't think I would have been able to stay in and live a double life. I had to get out. So now I'm just thinking to myself, what do I do now? I have lots of studies and prayers to do.
Yes.
I want to worship God the way He wants, not the way Watchtower says. And then he asks if we know of any support groups. Watchtower, Jehovah's Witnesses in particular, what is it? What is it that your students are seeing that you are blind to? What veil is covering your face that your students can see, but you cannot?
I think that makes the students smarter than them.
That makes the student smarter than the instructor.
Well, we think we might have one of the
Yes.
answers. We've got a letter here.
But before we get to the letter,
Yeah.
Before we get to the letter,
We're going to get to what the students are being taught.
You know what? Before we get to this portion, maybe what we should do is make a suggestion at this point for Jehovah's Witnesses. Excuse me.
You're going to help Jehovah's Witnesses?
Well, because I have a lot of love for these people.
I know. We've got a lot of friends and family still in.
I know we come across sarcastic from time to time. Well, hell, we come across sarcastic all the time.
But that's just us.
Yeah.
We're like that in normal life, everyday life too.
Jehovah's Witnesses, I know that you have one of these in your house. This is a Q-tip. Pause the video, walk into your bathroom, pull one of these out, and gently insert it into both of your ears.
Get in there, dig around.
Oh, yeah. Clean out the wax that prevents you from hearing this truth that Kim and I are about to expose. After you do that, go get the book, What Does the Bible Really Teach? Then go to page 182. Now we're going to read a paragraph, and we're going to focus on this one paragraph because we're going to expose an absolute lie. And what's so sad, Jehovah's Witnesses, is that you cannot comprehend and or understand
or hear
that you are helping to perpetrate this particular lie.
Now, this isn't mentally diseased apostates telling half-truths and lies. This is right from your own literature. Go get one of those books and look at it yourself.
Exactly. Paragraph 24. However, baptism is not a mere bath. It is a symbol of something very important. Going beneath the water symbolizes that you have died to your former life course. Now, what you are dying to is telling lies and perpetrating lies. That's just part of it, because that's what we're focusing on right here. There are many other things that you're supposed to have shed through the symbolism of your baptism. But we're going to focus on the lie. Okay, so that would be putting away your former course of life. Being raised up out of the water indicates that you are now living to do the will of God. Remember, too, that you have made a dedication to Jehovah God himself, not to a work, a cause, other humans, or an organization. Let me repeat that. Remember, too, that you have not made a dedication, that you have made a dedication to Jehovah God himself, not to a work, a cause, other humans, or an organization.
You're not dedicating your life to an organization.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Your dedication and baptism are the beginning of a very close friendship with God, an intimate relationship with him.
Can I interrupt now?
Go ahead.
Bam!
There it is.
Yeah, I watched it in living color. Okay, on page 215. Now, when you go to get baptized, students, and you're standing up at that convention in front of everybody, answering these questions, we're going to go skip to the second question that the brother from the platform is going to ask you, and you have to answer yes to go get baptized. Do you understand that your dedication and baptism identify you as one of Jehovah's Witnesses in association with God's Spirit-directed organization? Why do they word it like that instead of to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit?
Well, because they're helping to perpetrate a lie. You belong to an organization. Oh no, Jehovah's Witnesses is saying right now, oh no. See, we're only associated with them. Really?
Jehovah's Witnesses, did you know that these questions they ask you is a legal and binding contract?
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, I beg to differ, Kimmy.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any proof of what you just said?
Now, do you remember Mario?
Oh, Mario. Oh
now,
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember Mario.
Now, this is our letter from Mario that we got.
We have compared signatures, Jehovah's Witnesses, so don't try to accuse us of coming up with some lame BS.
Yeah. Because our letter, because for our judicial hearing thing and all of that, if you want to see our story, go to JW Struggle, and Eric has done a wonderful video from last year that told our story, and he has, scans of these letters. But we got our own letter from Mario, so we know Mario.
Yeah, and that video is entitled How to Disfellowship Two People with Zero Proof.
Yes. And our letter was, the elders were harassing us, calling us, just showing up, so we considered that harassment according to the New Mexico statutes of harassment. So we, wrote them a letter and complained and got our lawyer involved. And this is the letter that we got back from Mario, basically saying he represents the Tejeras Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. And however, my clients deny the allegations in your letter. Of course they do. They always do.
I categorically deny I did not have sex with that woman. Yeah, they all do it.
You can be assured that my clients have not harassed your clients, and they have no intention of harassing your clients. Well, according to New Mexico statutes, you were.
You were.
So that is our little letter from Mario. So we have another letter from Mario.
So this one is dated February 16th, 1996. And Mario, this letter's going to bite you in the backside, pal.
Yeah.
You might want to lawyer up yourself.
Now, this is a letter And we don't have the letter that the brother and sister originally wrote to headquarters. We just have Mario's response here to theirs. And it's regarding confidentiality of the Judicial Committee arrangement, which is a big question because, everybody knows then what's going on. Okay, and he says, Dear brother, I represent the Watchtower Bible Tract Society of New York, the parent organization of the congregations of Jehovah's Witnesses throughout the United States. A copy of your December 28, 1995 letter has been given to me for response. That letter requests copies of correspondence regarding you and your wife that a judicial committee may have sent to the Watchtower Society.
So basically what he's talking about is the breaking of confidential matters, because when an elder sends a letter back to Watchtower discussing your judicial case, they're breaking confidential matters.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like also that this brother and sister may have wanted any paperwork
Mm-hmm.
that was sent back and forth. They wanted that.
Right. But
back.
Since we don't have their letter to Watchtower, this is just speculation on our part because of the content of this particular letter.
And what I'm going to do is I have made scans of this, and I'm going to put it the link down below. So all you have to do is click on that, and it'll take you right to my file share account, and this letter will be in there.
Now, Jehovah's Witnesses, I just want to reread this portion of this paragraph, because Mario is going to lie. He's going to contradict.
Or is he telling the truth and that's the lie?
Well, yeah. Remember, too, that you have made a dedication to Jehovah God himself, not to a work, a cause, other humans, or an organization. So when you're inculcating this information to your students, you're making them believe that they're dedicating themselves to God, that they belong to God.
It's a contract with God.
And not an organization.
Okay, so let's go back to the letter in paragraph 2. From the date of your baptism and you're joining the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Joining the organization. This is from a lawyer. Joining the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses.
That sounds like a complete
lie.
Opposite of what is said and what you teach your students.
Exactly.
Joining the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses, you professed the Christian faith and agreed to adhere to the doctrine of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Even if that doctrine changes, you have to agree to it.
And agreed to submit to the rules and procedures of the ecclesiastical government of Jehovah's Witnesses. Interesting. And like I said, there's more in the letter, and I'll have the link below to where you can get the entire scan. But when we seen this morning, it was just unbelievable. In fact, I was just getting ready to sit down and eat breakfast, and Mike's like, hurry up,
we gotta do this.
We gotta do a video right now.
But Jehovah's Witnesses, do you see how you are perpetrating a lie to your students? Yeah. See, your students are investigating what they're getting involved with so that they can understand fully what they are getting involved with.
And they're saying, no way.
They're walking away from your study program, and it's hurting many of them as much as it hurts us that have been disfellowshipped without proof, because we realize that Watchtower is destroying families and it's destroying friendships. And unfortunately, Jehovah's Witnesses, you're right at the center of this.
Oh, I just happen to remember another student that we're friends with now that quit studying. After only a few months, he was engaged to a baptized Jehovah's Witness and was going to marry her.
Exactly. Brian. Shout out.
Hi, Brian.
Brother.
Congratulations on your engagement. To a new woman, of course.
Of course.
Interestingly, she's not a Jehovah's Witness.
But Jehovah's Witnesses.
But that's the point.
Do you see how your students are becoming smarter than you are? What is it that they can see that you're veiled, that you're blind to seeing? Because you know why, Jehovah's Witnesses? Because you know deep down in that you have dedicated yourself to a work. Try going a couple of months without turning in field service and see how the elders will be knocking at your door and say, brother and
A
sister,
cause.
you're not fully dedicated to Jehovah or Jehovah's organization if you don't put in your required. Hey, brothers, it only takes 1 hour a month and you can be regular. Hell, I even know some elders that pencil whip those numbers just so that on paper you are dedicated to the work. You are dedicated to the cause. See? You
Yeah.
are dedicated to other humans because whatever the governing body says, you do. They ask or they tell you to jump, you ask, how high? See, when Watchtower flip-flops a doctrine, like the blood doctrine, 50 years ago, thousands of our brothers and sisters were losing their lives because Watchtower printed in a booklet, God's Law and Medicine of Blood, whatever the title was, that taking blood fractions was wrong and violates God's law. But today, your governing body says, oh no, we were wrong. We were wrong. See, whatever the governing body says, you say, you do. You know why? Because you are dedicated to the governing body.
Yes. And I also have a scan of this book right here. So you can private message me. And if anybody has any questions or needs any literature, it's going to take us a while to get all of the files from the Beast uploaded,
Yeah.
to our file share program. But, a lot of the literature like this, I do have scans. And so just send me a private message, and I will send you the PDF. And it's a little bit easier if you go to watchtower.exposed and click on the contact and email us either through that or the YouTube about. Click on that and then send us a private message. We get hundreds and hundreds of comments and remarks under our videos, and unfortunately we just can't get through all of those. So if there's any questions, sometimes they kind of get lost in amongst all the hundreds of others. And, we apologize for that. We wish we had time, to read each and every one and answer every single one. But
it just takes time.
We need some more assistance.
Yeah.
We need about 10 assistants to help us
yeah,
with
we
all
need
this
about
stuff.
5 of us each, huh?
Yeah, I know. I wish I could clone myself, so that I could get all of this done that we need to get done. But our most important thing is we love all of you and we want to help you. That is our goal. And
yeah. So if you're a Jehovah's Witness and you have found the courage to click on this video and watch it all the way through, and now you're beginning the question, continue to question. Continue, or actually not continue, start researching. Do not be afraid to ask us a question. Kim and I were Jehovah's Witnesses your entire life. I became a Jehovah's Witness in 72. I know this organization inside and out.
And their skeletons.
Exactly. And thanks to the friends that are helping to further expose. See, Watchtower, Jehovah's Witnesses, you're teaching your students at baptism. You have put away your former life course, which includes lying. But yet this organization is nothing but a lie.
Yeah, exactly. So you all have a great and blessed weekend. And
we'll
we
see you
love
next
all.
time around, huh?
Yes, at least maybe I can finish lunch.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, a video he has to do right now. So,
Bye,
goodbye,
everybody.
everybody.